Alright, starting with my in-cab pre-trip. My seatbelt is properly mounted and secured, not cracked or damaged, no cuts or frays. It adjusts to me, latches and unlatches. My city horn and my air horn are both functional. My fire extinguisher is properly mounted and secured, not cracked or damaged, is properly rated and charged. My triangles are properly mounted and secured, not cracked or damaged. I have the proper amount and the proper color. And I have spare fuses in the fuse box. Alright, now we'll begin our safe start, making sure that our brakes are locked. My transmission's in neutral. I'm going to depress the clutch and turn the key over. Going to wait for my gauges to sweep and my ABS light to come on and go off. It did. Now I'm going to start the truck. Now I will go over my 5 in-cab items. My mirrors are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked or damaged. They are adjusted to my liking from inside the cab, and they are clean. My windshield, properly mounted and secured, not cracked or damaged. There are no cracks, illegal stickers, or obstructions, and it is clean. My windshield wipers are both properly mounted and secured, not cracked or damaged. There are no cuts or frays in the blades, and they work with washer fluid. Alright, coming down to my heat now. I'm going to check my defroster, making sure that it works on all settings. I'm going to make sure that my floor heat works on all settings. Now coming over, I'm going to turn on my headlights. My dash is properly illuminated. My left turn signal works. My right turn signal works. My 4-ways work. And my high beam indicator works. Now I'm going to go over my gauges. Both my oil and water gauges are operational, rising to the operating range. I'm going to go through my gauges here until I find my electric. My voltmeter is operational and rising to the operating range and charging. Both my air gauges are operational and rising to the operating range between 120 and 140 psi. And I have no warning lights on the dash. I will now perform a brake test. I will first start off with a tug test. I'm going to release my trailer brakes and test my parking brake on the truck. Putting it in gear, pulling ahead slightly. Yes, that one works. Alright, now I'm going to release the parking brake, engage the trailer brakes, and pull ahead again. Yep, and those ones are working as well. Now I'm going to test my service brakes. Pulling ahead onto the truck, you're going about 5 miles an hour, and then using my brakes to stop the truck. Alright, I had my hands on the both sides of the wheel. It did not pull left or right, indicating a brake issue. Now I've lost some air, so now I'm going to test my governor cutout, which should occur between 120 and 140 psi, at which point the governor will kick out. I'm going to high rev the engine up to about 1,000. Waiting for the noise. There it was. Now when I hear that noise, my first thing to do is shut my truck off. I'll leave my hand on the ignition because I'm going to turn the key back to the accessory. Now I'm going to perform my brake applied test. I should lose no more than 4 psi in 1 minute while I hold the brake down. Alright, we're good. Now we're going to test our low air light and buzzer, which should come on before 55 psi. My low air light and buzzer came on before 55. Now I will continue to fan my brakes until my emergency spring brakes pop out around or approximately 40 psi. Alright, both of my emergency spring brakes popped out. This will now conclude my in-cab inspection.